In this video series, we're going to talk about how to solve problems with your Azure App Service using the diagnostic tools available in Azure Portal. These tools can perform health checkup on your app service and help you diagnose failures or performance issues so that you may be able to solve these problems quickly on your own. Now, let's look at an example. Here, I opened my app service in Azure Portal called Problematic App. In the overview blade, I noticed many HTTP server errors in the past hour. To find out why, I navigate to the Diagnose and Solve Problems blade. In the Open Home tab, we're presented with 6 problem categories in color tiles: Web app down, Web app slow, and high CPU usage, and so on. There is also an option to perform an automated health checkup. You are always recommended to run the health checkup, unless you are certain which problem category you are going after. Let me go ahead and click Yes here. When running the health checkup, it analyzes a large volume of data collected for your app service. It runs different detectors to intelligently identify issues and look for patterns. Now, the health checkup is completed. We see a chart in the middle showing request count by HTTP return code over the last 24 hours. The blue portion are all the requests. The green part are successful requests. The red part are server errors. There could also be purple for URL redirections or orange for client errors. Next, we focus on the HTTP server errors. If we hover over the chart, we can tell the number of requests by type in 5-minute intervals. Below the chart, the health checkup summarizes all the problems it has detected. For instance, here it already identified that the site is experiencing HTTP server errors and provided a View Full Report link for more detailed information. The Full Report link opens up a new tab, App Error Analysis. If we skip the chart and scroll down, the top server exceptions during this time are listed in a table. We can easily tell that the failures all happened in the index function of the exceptions controller of this ASP.NET MVC web app, and it was an invalid operation exception. In the Other Observations section below, it also shows the path where those failures occurred. The exceptions URI actually maps to the index function mentioned above. If there were more than one path throwing out server errors, you could get a list of the problematic paths with a percentage number and count, so you can easily focus on the big offenders. If needed, you can dig further using Application Insights. We can use this link right above the Server Exceptions table to access it. Inside Application Insights, let's click on the path that is responsible for those server errors, and then drill down to focus on one of the requests. Here I get a lot of useful information about the request, such as the URL, client IP address, location, and so on. And if I scroll down, I can even access the call stack when I click on the exception details. Here I can pinpoint the exact source file and line number where the exception occurred. At this point, it will be very easy for a developer to come in and fix the issue. In this video, we talked about identifying and troubleshooting HTTP server errors for your Azure web app using the Diagnose and Solve Problems blade. In upcoming sessions, I'll demonstrate diagnosing other problem categories.